Really intense. Fucking intense.
Yeah, you won. Paper, scissors, rock. Okay.
Shit talk.
Paper, scissors, rock. There's two. Paper, scissors, rock. Yeah! Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy Owen Chow, and we are here with Lucas Duncan. And in today's very first episode ever, alright, of our podcast, we talked about what Lucas has to offer to the channel, what value he has to give to the channel, the changes that we made from start to finish of high school, and why we have such faith in the future, in our future, right? So we hope you enjoy this video. Yeah, that's what I have to say to you. Thank you. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was sick.
Today, we are going to do a podcast, okay? A podcast with, you know, visuals for those people who can't just sit there and listen. And it's kind of weird because I don't think we've been together in a video for this whole channel.
That's true.
Ever since we really started. Besides the first video, which is the tying shoe one.
I don't think we've been in the same frame though. We've never been on the screen at the same time.
Yeah, we've never actually, like, side by side. We've never actually done that. But, you know, with the completion of the 90-day challenge and with a couple of days, I've had a good rest. You know, I'm ready to start, I don't know, I guess, crawling back, you know, into the hole of making videos again. And Lucas brought up a good idea of, you know, just busting out content at least weekly, you know, so it doesn't seem like our channel is dead, right? So that's why we thought today we'd do just a random podcast. We don't really know what we want to say or have to say, so we're just gonna let the flow take over, and just hope we have some kind of gold pieces, gold nuggets to share, and some value to share. So we did have something in plan just to get this, like, you know, kick started, just to break the ice a little bit. And that was a question that I'm going to ask Lucas right here real quick. It's a really deep question. We're just going to dive straight into it. And that question is, how have you changed in the last 5 years? The last 5 years of high school up until graduation, how have you changed?
Oh, well, my hair got shorter. Thanks to you guys.
Value. Deep.
But I feel like definitely my priorities in life have changed. When I started high school, just all my free time used to go into like video games and stuff. And now I barely find time for it.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not because I don't have time to do things I enjoy. It's just I feel like my hobbies and my interests now are more productive, and I get more value out of them when I do them than I would like playing a game or watching a movie or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, it's been a bit of a lifestyle change. But it just means that, you know, I've kind of updated myself to fit with the fact that we were in high school and it had all this work to do all the time, so it didn't affect me as much as I think it would have if I'd kept like those real kind of cancerous hobbies up.
Yeah.
I'm just wasting all my time into something I'm never gonna touch again.
Okay, alright, dope. Actually, while you're talking, I actually had a couple of other questions. I was like, tip of my tongue like pop up. I was like gonna ask you. I was like, bang, but I was
Alright.
trying to let you talk. Fuck. What's the other one? I had a. Okay. So we're just gonna get real deep.
Yeah.
Like, we're just gonna get real deep.
Dig in.
Okay. So no surface bullshit. Okay. So this is gonna catch him like completely off guard, like it would catch me. But check this. Okay. So, what, in your opinion, okay, Lucas Duncan, right? In your opinion, what do you feel like your area of expertise is for this like channel? Like, what kind of topics, what kind of value do you reckon that you have to share and to offer? What can you offer these guys? What do you feel like, you know?
Wow, you're right, that did catch me by surprise. Fuck. Nothing, actually.
Let him out.
I don't know, I've always kind of, because I've always been real passionate about film and stuff, I've always kind of fancied myself like a fine artist.
Right.
Which is like making art for the sense of it being observed or pretty or having some kind of meaning, as opposed to like applied art, which is like physical stuff like food and clothes, like stuff you would kind of use.
Yeah.
And I feel like my strength and my area of expertise is also probably one of my biggest weaknesses.
What do you mean by that?
Because there's always like, I'm always trying to add some meaning to stuff and have everything just like perfect.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I feel like it means that I can produce quality stuff, but sometimes I put too much of my time and effort into making sure every little bit is quality, and then I sacrifice other things for that fact.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Okay.
What about you? What is your area of expertise that you bring?
Well, before we touch on that, by the way, I would just like to acknowledge, okay, real quick, let me acknowledge something real quick. So, behind the camera here, we have someone called Brandon Pook, okay? He's one of our best friends. He's right behind the camera, you won't be able to see him. But he took my phone a couple of days, like a week ago or some shit. He took my phone while I was in the shower, and he decided to shoot like this little vlog, this little YouTube video, you know, video where he tries to like talk to the camera,
yeah,
and be completely like congruent and natural and shit.
Yeah.
And I watched it last night. And like, it's no bullshit when I fucking say this, because I did the 90-day cold shower streak where I had to talk to a camera for 90 fucking days straight, and like oftentimes you'll fucking hear me say like, oh man, I'm so stifled right now, like it's so hard to talk to this camera right now, I don't feel, you know, natural.
Yeah.
And it is no bullshit that I've actually almost experimented this before. Like when I was vlogging with my friends and stuff, you know, I put the spotlight on them, I put the camera on them, and they instead of being, you know, charismatic like they usually are,
yeah,
they kind of freeze up.
Yeah.
You know, like it doesn't matter who you think it is. Like my colleagues, you know, like some confident friends you got, you know, they can be confident in real life, but then as soon as you put the camera on them, they kind of like, it's kind of like a deer, you know, staring into the headlights. You know, it's actually very fucking difficult to do what we're doing right now, and just to talk to the camera and stuff. I don't know, I just thought I'd just quickly share that, because, you know, it's a podcast, we can talk whatever we want. In terms of what I have to offer and what my area of expertise is, I guess, I kind of want to say like everything, to be honest, just because I like to learn about everything. But I guess area of expertise, maybe just to serve as like an example, you know, just to serve as like inspiration, I guess. I kind of want to know like how your brain works, to be honest.
How my brain works?
Yeah, because okay, so I don't want to give it away, but he has this, okay, Lucas has a script that he just gave me. It's like 11 pages long, right? It's for his new video segments that he's going to upload. Can I tell him what the app is about?
Yeah, do.
Okay, it's about Snapchat. That's all I'll fucking say about it. Alright, that's all I'll fucking say about it. And he gave me the script, and it's like this professionally like written out like dialogue and like transitions and all this, and like this nice text, and it's like, you know, like there's obviously something going on in there that's like very advanced or fucking, you know, intelligent. And these guys haven't, that's the thing, because these guys haven't seen it yet, okay? You guys don't know this dude, alright? You don't know this dude. I've seen this dude work. I've seen him, you know, like talk about things, and when he's passionate about something, okay, like anyone else is, I guess, you know, but when he's passionate about something, it will just, what comes out is just pure genius, and you guys have not seen that yet. You guys have not fucking tasted that shit yet, alright? So, yeah, I'm overhyping it, yeah. So like,
what was the question?
So there wasn't even a question. I guess, kind of, what do you have to share? I guess, anything special that like affects the way you think, or
yeah, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I'm just like a big production kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like, I've always felt like that. A really, really valuable thing. Like everything that I enjoy has like value to me.
Yep.
Like I can go to the movies and watch like 10 films by the same studio because they put out a film so often, and they'll all be just really bad. And even though lots of people love them, I just can't enjoy them because there's no point to them. They're just kind of films. And then I'll go see like an actual film that people spent like 3-5 years working on, and it's filled with all this meaning, and like it's just like I would prefer to go see like one film that was really good every 3 years than one film that was just mediocre every year. But in like the world of like online content creation, you have to find like a level between, because it's like you need the quantity and you need the quality as well, but you can't have too much quantity wise and not enough quality, and you can't have too much quality and not enough quantity. And I feel like that's where I really struggle, because I want to put my all into everything that I do, but you just straight up can't.
Okay. Yeah. That was alright. Alright, fuck. Well, I don't even.
I found that in school as well, like with all our assessments for like drama and stuff.
Yeah.
Where we had to devise stuff. I spent so much time like writing it, thinking about my character, just boom, that I didn't actually let myself live in the moment. You know?
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah. But
so like you tried to control it too much, or?
I just tried to make everything I did have purpose.
Yep.
Where sometimes you just can't do that. There's books where you can buy them and they like, you read through them about like certain albums by artists and stuff, and it takes every song and like decomposes every, decomposes is not the right word, like deconstructs every line, and it looks at, what each individual like rhyme and each line means.
Yep.
And that's just like really significant to me, because I'm like, everything that this person says in this song is important to them.
Right.
But it's a different ball game when it's like you release an album every 3 years that has maybe like 5 to 10 songs, and you put out a YouTube video every day.
Yeah. So do you reckon that's why like or edit that part? We're just trying to talk out louder because that shit.
Alright, yeah.
Alright, so anyways, editing it again.
Yeah.
So do you reckon that the reason that, the streaks wasn't like so successful for you is because you wanted to, I guess, perfect every single day?
Yeah, straight up. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Because I felt that as well when I was doing it. Initially when I did it, I kind of, every night, I kind of thought about, okay, I'm going to write this down. I'll be like, alright, this is what I'm going to say for my next video. This is what I'm going to, do and shit.
Yeah.
But then as the days went on, my paradigm kind of shifted, and it shifted to the point where it was kind of just like, alright, what happens if I just, don't really try to control everything? What if I just don't, try to possess that video? What if I just like let myself like open up and just kind of let whatever spontaneously wants to be said flow through me and like go through me?
Yeah.
And would you say you like kind of, I guess, struggle with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's something that I need to like learn.
Yeah.
Like even the biggest people that I would idolize or look up to as artists or filmmakers or whatever, they have these like masterpieces that they make and they spend so much time on, but also they have the moments where they've screwed up in interviews, and they have shorts that they made as kids, and it's just like, it's something they have to learn to accept, maybe.
Yeah.
But
I mean, because I thought I was a fucking perfectionist, man. I was like, damn, dude, like, if this isn't exactly how I wanted to be, I'm not gonna put it out and shit. But obviously, you think that way as well.
Yeah.
And it's more, like,
it's to the point where it like hinders me.
Yeah.
I think the thing for you guys that would be good is to talk about what's the difference, what do you guys use more of your time for now out of high school? What do you guys see yourself doing so these guys can get to learn a bit more about you? But
Interesting.
How would you word this question?
you know, you guys, because you guys, I'm pretty sure, I don't know about you, Lucas, but I know because I talked to RadicalChats a lot, but more about how basically
Still going to.
yeah, how, you know, you fuck around in high school so much and you use up a lot of time learning nothing about like isosceles triangles and shit.
Yeah.
And now you're out. It's like, well, all these people are like, well, yeah, like if the people start to just realize that fuck, we've just used up all this time in school, and you know, this is your belief and this is what you guys think. Well, now what are you guys doing that you have that time?
Right. I see. Yeah.
You know, that's interesting.
All right. Shall I?
You can word that.
I can. Oh, I was just gonna get straight into it if you want.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't even gonna question.
Alright, go ahead.
Because like, I feel like I'm part of a lot of real tight-knit friend groups, right?
Yep.
Left over from high school. They probably won't be left over much longer because, you know, life happens. But I'm always like the one who isn't going to university, you know? And sometimes I get that tantrum like, oh, am I the dropout one?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, we spend so much time in school. I think a lot of people are afraid to not be in school anymore. We spent like 5 years in high school learning stuff that we're never going to use, and we're presented with the option like, oh, hey, you can go to university, get a degree in something, and so it makes it seem that all that stuff you learned over the course of high school wasn't for nothing.
Right.
Like you're not going to use it at university, but the idea of going straight from high school to university
Yeah.
is like, you know.
It's it's kind of like their excuse.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
And like the thing is, like it kind of prolongs it. Almost. It kind of prolongs you really living or really learning real shit.
Yeah.
Like granted, obviously, university, like some careers, obviously you want to do. You obviously have to have the degree and stuff. You know, with the world that we live in at the moment.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I get what you're saying, because it's like and that's what I've said before in my in one of my streak videos, is that people, I feel like, are so scared of, you know, when they graduate high school, they're so scared, not because they cry and shit,
Yeah.
not because they're gonna miss the people.
Yeah.
I mean, like, granted, they probably would miss them a little bit, but more so they're just scared and they're crying because it's like, what's next?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you graduate high school, 5 years, okay? Think about this, okay? 5 years of your developing teenage mind. You are in a system, you're put into a system where you're given a timetable, and you know exactly what you're gonna do every single day.
Yeah.
You know, and even if you don't know what you're gonna do like exactly that day, you have a very like solid framework and structure. You know, like you pretty much know like generally what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You know, whereas when you finish high school, you're almost being thrown into the fucking deep end of the water. You don't know how to swim, and it's like an unknown, you know, pool or an unknown ocean. It's fucking scary. Like, it's fucking scary for me. You know, I don't know how it is for you.
Yeah.
Like, it is scary. And I feel like the difference for me personally is that even during high school, I have, like, I ever since like started, you know, year 9 and shit, I've actually always loved learning about things that are actually practical. So things that to do with like relationships, fitness, you know, just the things that teenagers and kids would have questions about, but they didn't really go out of their way to learn about it. I fucking did that, you know. So that's why I have so much faith in myself and my future, is because like I know that I didn't just waste 5 years of my high school life, you know, because the shit that they teach you obviously isn't practical.
Yeah.
Right? You know, isosceles triangle, what the fuck, you know? You're not gonna be sitting at dinner like, oh, yo, mom, in order to eat this, let me just calculate, you know, the angle of this chicken. It's like, no, you just fucking eat the chicken, or you just eat whatever,
Yeah.
you know? But I know that I have the faith, because every single spare time that I had, you know, not doing school shit, not playing basketball, I was learning about things that were practical. So how to interact with people, how to, you know, how to get fitter and healthier and shit.
Yeah.
like spirituality, you know, how to think about things. So I guess that's one of the biggest differences. And also after finishing high school, like the time that I'm using now, you know, I'm still doing that. And I feel like we could, by making videos and shit, by sharing that knowledge, it's only gonna like 10x our learning of the fucking idea of the skill.
Yeah.
You know, because to truly understand something and to truly learn something, you have to be able to fucking teach it. Which is why, you know, I want to make these videos, because, and I know it's beneficial, is because if we teach things and if we show things in a manner that is digestible, that is easily understandable, then that reflects our knowledge of that skill.
Yeah.
So, I don't even know what the question was in that.
Yeah, I forgot the question.
That was a rant. Do you need to add to that?
I guess it's good that as well as teaching, we learn ourselves, but it means that we have the opportunity to make sure that even though people are stuck in places like high school where they're not learning the practical things, they do have the resources and kind of just like a hub of information to go to learn.
Yeah. It's just like you have the resources to find the information that you want.
Yeah.
And you have the fucking choice to. It's just whether or not you do it or not, you know?
Yeah.
Like so many people complain, like that's how you're gonna, because right now we're in a system where you have to go to school, right? You just can't not do it, you know, against the fucking law or whatever. But if you're smart, you know, then you will learn things at a young age. You know, you'll make the conscious decision to learn things at a young age that are practical for you and help you achieve the thing that you want to achieve. Simple as fucking that.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
Yo, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. The first ever episode of our podcast. Come back next week to see the second. We're going to talk about some more topics, right? Hang out some more. We'll see you then.
Yeah. Peace out.